Hi students, myself Payal Christie and you can subscribe my channel on YouTube for more videos. And today we are going to start with the first chapter of supplementary reading from Vistas, and the name of the chapter is The Third Level and it is written by Jack Finney, Part 1. The Third Level by Jack Finney is a scientific fantasy. It also talks about time travel. The theme of the story is escapism and how the narrator indulges in psychological refuge to escape from realities. So here, the narrator wants to escape himself from the realities of life. The story takes place in about 1950s. The story is about Charlie, a young man who is 31 years old and lives in the city of New York with his wife. Now, what is this third level? The chapter itself suggests the title, The Third Level, that we are going to study further. The third level is nothing but an imaginary level at the Grand Central Station that takes people from there to Illinois and Galesburg. So this is an imaginary level at the Grand Central Station that takes people from there to Illinois and Galesburg. Though all the people believe that there are only two levels, means on the Grand Central Station there are only two levels. All the people of New York believe that, but it is only Charlie believes that there are three levels at the station. Now let's look at the chapter. Have you ever had any curious experience which others find hard to believe? Now the chapter begins in a question form, that it is a question asked to the readers, that have you ever any curious experience in your life or any strange experience in the life which others find hard to believe? So generally we share our experience with others, with our friends, with our parents or relatives. So some experiences they believe, but there are some experiences which we share with them and they don't believe in that. And that is the meaning, that hard to believe. They don't believe whatever we say. The presidents of the New York Central and the New York, New Haven and Hartford railroads will swear on a stack of timetables that there are only two. So the presidents of the New York Central, New York, New Haven and Hartford railroads, they will promise on a stack. Now stack of timetables means a piece of timetable, and they will swear, they will promise that there are only two levels at the Grand Central Station. But I say there are three. So here I is Charlie. But Charlie says that there are three levels at the Grand Central Station. Because I have been on the third level of the Grand Central Station. So Charlie, here the narrator says that all the people of New York, they believe that there are only two levels. But I say that there are three levels of the Grand Central Station. Why? Because he says that he had been there. I have taken the obvious step. Obvious means next clear step. He says I have taken the next clear step. I talked to a psychiatrist friend of mine among others. So now he says that I have been to the third level, and then he talks to his friend who is a psychiatrist and even to his other friends, and he says that everyone believes that there are only two levels, but according to me I say that there are three levels at the Grand Central Station, and he discussed all these things about it to his friends. I told him about the third level at Grand Central Station. Now he tells about the third level which is there at the Grand Central Station. And he said it was a waking dream wish fulfillment. So when he discussed about the third level with his psychiatrist friend, he told that it was Charlie's waking dream wish fulfillment. Now waking dream means it is a kind of a daydream, and wish fulfillment means fulfilling your desire. So his friend here wants to say that Charlie was trying to fulfill his desire by his daydreaming. Means he has not visited the third level, but he is just trying to fulfill his desire. He said, I was unhappy. That made my wife a kind of mad. Now his friend said that Charlie was an unhappy person, and that made his wife, Charlie's wife, a kind of mad. Mad here means angry. But he explained that he meant the modern world is full of insecurity. Means Charlie's friend told to his wife that he is not unhappy man, or he is not unhappy with the married life. But his friend told about the modern world. As we know that the modern world is full of insecurity. Okay, insecurity means to feel danger either of your life, your house, your property. And we know that this modern world is full of fear also, war, worries, all tensions are there, anxiety is there, and all the rest of it. And that I just want to escape. Now who wants to escape? Charlie wants to escape from this modern world, and that's why he is telling that he has seen the third level at the Grand Central Station. Well, who doesn't? Now Charlie says, who doesn't want to escape from this insecurity, fear, war, worry? All want to escape from it. Everybody I know wants to escape, but they don't wander down into any third level. So his friend psychiatrist says that everybody wants to escape from all these things. We know that this modern world is full of anxiety. Everybody wants to escape from it, but they don't wander, means they don't move here aimlessly into this third level. Means other people, they have not find any kind of excuse and they have gone into this third level, as you are telling, because his friends, they are not at all in a condition to believe that Charlie had visited the third level, because they thought that he just wanted to escape from this modern world at Grand Central Station. But that's the reason, he said, and my friends all agreed. So his friend says that nobody wants to escape from this life, okay, which is full of insecurity, fear, war, and they don't go to the third level. But still, even after Charlie explained about this third level, his friends, they were not even agree, they were not at all agreed to believe about it. Everything points to it, they claimed. My stamp collecting, for example, that's a temporary refuge from reality. Now, Charlie's hobby was to collect the stamps. So his friends knew about it and they told that you even had the hobby to collect the stamps, and that was the thing why you want to run away from the reality of life, and that's why you were collecting the stamps. Well, maybe, but my grandfather didn't need any refuge from reality. Now Charlie says that yes, I can understand. I believe that this modern life is full of anxiety. But if I talk about my grandfather, okay, so he didn't wanted to run from this reality, because during his time, things were pretty nice and peaceful in his day. So he said that my grandfather also had the hobby to collect the stamps, and during his time the life was very pretty nice and peaceful. It was not like this modern life in his day. From all I hear, and he started my collection. It's a nice collection too. Blocks of 4 of practically every US issue, first day covers, and so on. So he even told that my grandfather also had the hobby to collect the stamps, and he had a good collection of stamps. A nice collection of blocks of four means generally when we see the album of the stamps, okay, we see that generally only one stamp is there of one kind. But here his grandfather, he had collected four stamps of a same kind, and he had sticked it in his album. And even he had collected the US issue first day covers, and all the stamps were collected by him. He had a variety of stamps. President Roosevelt collected stamps too, you know. Now Charlie says that President Roosevelt, he was president of USA. We all know about it. Now he was a very famous person. He also had the hobby to collect the stamps. Then how can we say about him that he wanted to run away from this anxiety, fear, war and everything? So we cannot judge that a person who collects stamps wants to run away from the reality of life. So this is the example Charlie gives to his friend about President Roosevelt. Anyway, here's what happened at Grand Central. Now he says that, now listen what happened at the Grand Central. One night last summer, I worked late at the office. So he worked late night at the office. I was in a hurry to get up onto my apartment, so I decided to take the subway from Grand Central. So he was in a hurry to get to his house. Apartment means house, and so he decided to take the subway. Now here subway means a local train or metro train. So he decided to take it from the Grand Central because it's faster than the bus. So he decided to take the train. Why? Because it was faster than the bus. Now I don't know why this should have happened to me. Now Charlie says that he doesn't know why this thing had happened with him only. I am just an ordinary guy named Charlie. So he says that I am just an ordinary person and his name is Charlie. 31 years old. He was 31 years old, and I was wearing a tan garbadine suit. Garbadine suit means, tan means of brown color, and garbadine means a long tight fitting suit, and a straw hat with a fancy band. And he was wearing a straw hat, that is a round hat with a fancy band over it. I passed a dozen men who looked just like me. So there were plenty of people, and they were just like Charlie. And I wasn't trying to escape from anything. He didn't want to escape from anything here. I just wanted to get home to Louisa. Louisa is the name of Charlie's wife. So please remember, Charlie's wife's name is Louisa. I turned into Grand Central from Vanderbilt Avenue. Now he goes towards the Vanderbilt Avenue, and he went down the steps to the first level where you take trains like 20th century. Now he goes down to the first level, and at the first level there are modern trains and new built trains. At the first level you see the modern and the new trains. So he goes at the first level. Then I walked down another flight to the second level. Now he goes to the second level where the suburban trains leave from duct into an arched doorway heading for the subway. Now after that he goes to the second level, and at the second level there are suburban trains. Suburban trains means the local and metro trains, and they were duct into the arch doorway. Now at the second level there was an arch doorway, and whenever you want to pass from that doorway, you have to bend your head and go for the subway, means for the subway trains, and got lost. That's easy to do. I have been in and out of Grand Central hundreds of times. Now Charlie says that I have gone to that grand central hundred of times, but I am always bumping into new doors. Now bumping into new doors means I hit accidentally. Bumping means what? Hit accidentally into new doorways. So whenever he used to go to that place, every time he used to go towards the new doorways and stairs and corridors. He would see new stairs, new doorways, and new corridors. Once I got into a tunnel about a mile long and came out in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. Now, once when he just goes towards the second level, he got into the tunnel. There was a big tunnel about a mile long, and he came out. Now, from that tunnel, he came out in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. That is the name of the hotel. Another time I came up in an office building. Now, in the same way, from that tunnel, second time when he passed, he came up in an office building on 46th Street, 3 blocks away. So, second time when he goes from that tunnel, where did he came out? He came up in an office building on 46th Street, 3 blocks away. Sometimes I think Grand Central is growing like a tree, pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots. So sometimes Charlie thinks that this Grand Central, it's growing like a tree, and its roots, we know that the roots of the tree, okay, they are very large and they just spread anywhere. So he has told that this Grand Central is like a tree which pushing out. Okay, he finds every time new corridors, new staircases, and it is like roots. There's probably a long tunnel that nobody knows about, feeling it way under the city right now. Now he says that there is a long tunnel and nobody knows about it. It is under the city right now. That tunnel is beneath the earth, on its way to Times Square and maybe another to Central Park. Now its way maybe to the Times Square and to the Central Park. Now Times Square and Central Park, they are the very famous places of New York. And maybe because for so many people through the years, Grand Central had been an exit, and maybe for many people through the hundred of years, because this Grand Central Station, it is very huge, okay, and it has been an exit. It has been a way of exit for the people, a way of escape. Means people can escape from there very easily because the Grand Central Station is very huge. Maybe that's how the tunnel I got into, and maybe because of this I went into that tunnel. But I never told my psychiatrist friend about that idea. So about this tunnel, he did not told to his psychiatrist friend about that idea. Thanks for watching the video, and we shall discuss the remaining part in the next session.